reaction yesterday when you saw your former teammate Davante Adams requested a trade?
As of right, I mean, I love Davante. You know, he's one of my favorite teammates, one of my biggest mentors, and I'm so grateful to be able to share the field with him. And the time that we spent in Green Bay together, doing the things that we did, was something I'll never forget. But as far as the other stuff, you know, I work for the Jets. My mind and soul and focus is on the Vikings this week.
How do you explain the chemistry and telepathy he and Aaron have had?
Davante?
Yeah.
They were together for 8 years. You know, it's built over time. It didn't just happen overnight. It took a lot of mistakes. Took a lot of incompletions. Took a lot of bad plays to get to where they were in that 8th year. So it takes time.
Is that how you would explain your connection with Aaron too?
I'd very much say the same thing. It took a lot of time.
Can you insight a bit toward what Garrett's going through? Obviously, he hasn't had those years and years of time there. It looks like there's not quite in sync yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way that you guys may interpret it. You know, being 4 games into the season and being antsy for results and having high expectations and stuff like that. But, you know, I think if we were to ask ourselves 2 months ago if we were 2-2 going into the second quarter of the season, then we'd be pretty content with that, and knowing that there's a lot of football and a lot of potential for this team to, especially offense, to reach and everything. So as far as the numbers and completion and all that, obviously Sunday wasn't up to our standard, especially offensively, but you know, that's why we're here practicing, is to fix those mistakes and to get better.
And a route tree question. Garrett said yesterday something to Bart Scott on ESPN about how the route tree isn't as expansive this year as it's been last year. You've been in Hackett's offense a long time. Are there differences in the route tree this year?
What do you guys see? You know, I think, once again, going back to if 2 months ago you said that we were 2-2 going into the second quarter of the season, you know, we're not discussing whether the route tree is a factor of that or not. So, you know, I think we just got to focus on the bigger picture, and that's winning Sunday first of all, and eventually get into the playoffs.
Allen, I'm not even sure how this would work, but did you get an explanation from anyone about the guns, the penalty?
I've gotten zero clarification from the NFL. Now, my coaches have came up and talked to me individually and stuff like that, and it's very unfortunate that, you know, I'm the victim of this situation, but it is what it is, you know, and it's part of the NFL, and it's a part of the entertainment factor.
Is there an avenue, I don't know, for a player, where can you seek out an answer from the NFL? Is there a way to go about that, or is that up to the coaches, really?
I could probably reach out to the NFLPA and reach out to have the coaches reach out to the refs, because, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a weekly email or mass email that's sent out about missed calls and corrections that they made and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if that was included on this week, and I haven't been informed of that, but yeah, it's something very silly, very silly.
Are you concerned you're going to get fined for it?
If I am, they're definitely going to exempt it, because it wouldn't make sense to fine someone for something that you never warned them. You know, it's like implementing a new driving rule. Like if you're driving down the street with only one hand and you never told me that I can only drive with 2 hands, you can't give me that's not fair. That's not a lawful democracy in that sense. So, but I expect the NFL to fine me just from their history of situations like this.
How do you feel about you've been in really good receiver room?
Yeah.
Seems like you're coming on, Mike Williams is coming on. How do you feel about your current receiver room?
I love everyone in our room.
You mentioned the team being 2-2 with the word point and happy to start the season. You just mentioned Mike Williams getting healthy, parts coming together. As you said, time is how you build chemistry. Does this offense have its identity yet at this point in the season in your eyes?
We're figuring it out, you know. I don't think like I said earlier, we haven't reached our full potential. I think once we reach our full potential is when we find our true identity, and, you know, it's something that we can lean on consistently. But, you know, it's a work in progress, and it's a long season. It's only 4 games into it, and so you guys can panic, you guys can, you know, twist people's comments and make them bigger than what they really are and everything, but the bond in this locker room, the bond that we have as a team, in this organization is, you know, it's a lot stronger than whatever words or headlines you guys want to make out of it.